Hello, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. And I'm going to show you the Bible of the Magi. This is Zoroastrian 101. This is everything. If you want to understand the message of the Magi, Zoroastrianism, and how to actually make your life Asha, heaven on earth. It's so simple, and I got a way I can show you this. So in our holy text, it talks about how when God good, pure spirit, prayed Yata'ahu, the evil spirit was defeated. And then our holy text tells us to pray Yata'ahu so that the evil spirit will be defeated. And I'm going to explain to you how this works and more importantly why it works. If you can have that knowledge, then you have a reason, my friends, and that's where the magic happens. That's where you can decree and declare, and it is. So after good spirit prayed Yata'ahu, and the evil spirit realized he cannot attack and destroy God's creation. He can't attack the earth. He can't attack man. He said because man is so holy that he can't attack him. He's actually scared of man. My friends, then it says that the demon whore said, I will corrupt holy man so that you can attack him. Let me show you how this works and how our prayers work, and then we'll do the prayers together. So if we are in this frequency here, let's say this is Asha. This is the perfect creator's perfect idea. When his sound, right? That holy Om, that Asha, that perfect order and harmony. What else could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind but a perfect thought, a perfect idea? And now say this frequency is the evil spirit, right? These two can't come together. They're not in resonance for each other. So here's what the demon whore had to do. Had to get man to get some of this in them, right? So these frequencies can match, and then they rush to each other. Do you understand? It's all about frequency and attunement. That's why the Gathas, Zoroaster's writings, are all about attuning and holding that right frequency. And now a lot of people think that because of the demon whore, that they're talking about sex here. That's not it at all. Here's what it is. Here's the lie, the whisper that gets man vibrating wrong. And it's false religion, false gods. Here is pure spirit, where God is just pure love, unmixed. Zoroaster means unmixed, undiluted, undefiled. It's not good and bad. It's not love and hate. It's not peace and war. It's just good. Highest principle, spirit of good. Well, the evil spirit can't attack that. So here's what they did. They created a false religion, and they called it the highest principle of God good. And so they have a religion that says God can get angry. God can hate. God can kill men, women, and children. If your children are acting bad, do you know it works better than timeouts? Stoning them with rocks, right? It's just ridiculous ideas. But when you're raised from a child, and this took generations of that lie seeping in, of the mixing the good and the bad. My friends, just little whispers, little lies. And pretty soon, the people's highest idea of God good is this, with a little bit of this in there. But the evil spirit, he can attack that. He's in frequency for that now. So what do we have to do? We have to come back to this. That comes to our holy prayers. Hashem Vahu. In the Quarter of Vesta here, you can get this on Amazon. It describes it so perfectly. If you just try to translate our prayers to English, you lose the spiritual meaning. So where people think Shem Vahu is just do right because it's right. It's so much more than that. It's saying be right because it's right. Be God. Be that right Asha frequency because that's right. That's good. my friends. And so it says about Hashem Vahu, when 1/3 is recited, you're attuning yourself back to that perfect idea of the perfect creator, the unmixed, undefiled, undiluted. Not one of those gods that love and hate, peace and war, right? Kill men, women, and children, all that nonsense, bloody sacrifice, blah, blah, blah. No, we're coming back to just good is good, right? Good is good, bad is bad. Pure spirit, pure love, pure peace, pure joy, pure kind. It makes sense. We attune ourselves. When 2/3 of it is recited, now you're partnering with Zoroaster and the Magi and the family of light. When the prayer is finished, all the prayers and all the spells of good spirit are yours. And people always ask me, well, spells, they were taught in the West, spells are bad. Here's what spells are. It's not like Harry Potter stuff. In the West here, people have an idea of prayers as begging a deity in the sky. Almost just hoping, begging. It doesn't work. Spells are decreeing and declaring because you're in tune with God good. You know His will and you speak it, you declare it, you decree it. Asha is, health is, divine life is, peace is, protection is, provision is. And it is. My friends, Yata'ahu, I've done so many studies on Yata'ahu. I'm not going to break down the whole prayer for you. We've done so many videos. Here's what it means though. You and God one. And when you hold that frequency, I am one with that pure spirit, the evil spirit cannot attack you. You're back into this. Back into Asha. Asha is the perfect divine order and harmony. And the baseline is just good. You're good. Your world is good. And you build from that. And here's something I discovered. You can live in this even though other people in the world aren't. You can live in Asha even though maybe your neighbor doesn't. It's a choice every man and woman must make for themselves. And you will watch your world transform. My friends, I remember times being out on my sailboat and just the feeling of the wind and it's pulling me through the water. And I remember one time I came onto a super pod of dolphins, literally looked like thousands of them. And the sun was shining on my back and the spray and the salt on my face and that tang and that smell. I felt so alive. My friends, it was just order, it was harmony, it was beauty, it was strength, it was everything glorious. But I'm sure there were other people that weren't in that. My friends, I've been out here hiking in the mountains and there's this one trail I love so much and it just meanders along this little creek and then it starts going up through the trees and then pretty soon you come out of the treetops and there's just this vista and the sun shining and these little white clouds floating along and just heaven on earth, Asha. My friends, in my meditations, in the peace that I go into, in that attunement with pure spirit. My friends, there might be people around me that aren't in that, but I can live in that. It's a choice. And Zoroaster says, attune yourself to that all good spirit, that highest principle of God good. Pray with me. And it said when all three parts of Hashem Vahu are prayed, you attune yourself to God. You partner with Zoroastrian and the Magi, and all the prayers and spells of good God are yours. Yata'ahu, again, it's three parts. When the first part is prayed, the evil spirit shudders in fear. 2/3, he falls to his knees. And when the prayer is finished, he's utterly helpless against you. We're attuning ourselves with this frequency and these words. Let me pray over you. Hashem Vahu. Vashastemasti, Usta Asti, Usta Omai, Yatashai Vestai Hashem, Yata'ahu Verio, Ataratush, Ashachitacha, Vangush Dazda Manango, Shatana Mangush Mazdai, Sharthremchai Ahurai, Ayemdre Gubio, Vastarem. Asha is the perfect creator's perfect idea is you and God good, one. And in this light, darkness cannot enter. And in this love, there is no hate, fear, or greed, or violence. We live in that love and that light. We live in that God good, and that God good lives in us. No separation. Asha is. I love you.